I think we got a show. Oh, yeah, we got a show.
WTL.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. Where's the line? I'm your host, Andy Klessen, joined by
Jabron.
the Parlay Pounder.
Yes, sir.
All right, now we got a full slate of NFL primetime action here. So
Yeah.
let's dive right into
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yep.
Seahawks, Seattle Seahawks traveling to Kansas City Chiefs. And I mean, I feel like the Chiefs are, they've ascended to where they should be. They're starting to play a level higher. Mahomes is doing Patrick Mahomes things.
Just took the worst team in the NFL to overtime, though.
Yeah, I know, but they still won.
Yeah, that was never not going to happen. But
That's a noon kickoff, as you said, on Saturday on Fox. And Kansas City, heavy favorite, not expected here, 9.5 points.
No. The Chiefs won't be slowed down here in a bit. Part of that, the Seahawks struggling defense. They struggle.
Yeah.
And Seattle allows the fourth most points in the NFL. Meanwhile, the Chiefs are near the top of most offensive categories and to boast too much talent for the Seahawks. I don't know if they cover this. This 10 points is probably, I think, a little bit too much.
9.5?
Yeah, I got it at 10 right now, so 9.5, same thing. The only thing that I am going to bet on here is that over at 48.5 points. Regardless of which team you're backing, there should be a ton of offense. In addition, 2 of the top 7 offenses being present.
Yeah.
The total has gone over in 5 of the Seahawks' 7 road games this year. I just really think it's going to go over.
And 8 of their last 12.
Right.
But they're also 0-5 against the spread, the last 5.
Yeah, no.
Seattle is going, they're trending where I thought they always would be.
They are. I just think that they can score on Kansas City's defense.
Yeah.
And we've seen this from Kansas City that they'll let this team sit there.
Especially at Arrowhead. It's like they don't care.
They don't care.
They're so good.
Yeah, but the Chiefs are still battling for the AFC's top seed, so they're not going to let them win. They'll let them hang around until the end. But I believe this, goes into 31, 24 Chiefs.
Yeah, and where the Chiefs, they have that, they're going to keep that 1-score lead throughout.
Yeah.
Or if they are down by a score, it's going to be early, and they're not going to be too worried about it.
Of course.
But I think that's your most solid play here, too, just looking at it up and down here, is that over at 48.5.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised it's that low, and it's going to move up.
I think it's going to move up. So if you can get it right now, do it, because it was at 48.5 yesterday.
Yeah, and 75% of the money or more is going in on that over.
For sure.
All righty, let's look at the Giants. That's a 12 o'clock kickoff on Fox as well, depending who your cable provider is. I got direct ticket, bro. All right, so it's the Giants head on up to Minneapolis.
Yeah.
The Vikings, once again, are a 3.5-point favorite. We got burned on that 3.5 points.
We did.
And the Vikings last week, Vikings still won, but they only won by 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, Andy, not only was the Vikings' historic comeback, an impressive display of, heart, grit, all that kind of stuff at the end of the game.
Dalvin Cook.
It also showed how dangerous this offense is. Scoring 39 points from the start of the second half and beyond is no joke. I really think that they come out and beat this Giants team by over a touchdown.
There we go.
I'm looking at 32-24 Vikings.
All right. I think that was a kind of a wake-up call, and almost like, all right, defense, the offense isn't going to be able to do that every week. You're going to have to hold serve in the first half.
Yep.
And the Giants' offense just doesn't scare me. Danny Dimes, like, give me a break. That's not he doesn't deserve it.
He's not elite.
No, he doesn't deserve any game like that. Another low, in my estimation, a low over-under here at 48. What do you think of that?
Yeah. I would lean towards the over, Andy, but there's one bet in particular that I think is the best bet of this game.
Okay.
Right now, the Vikings' total is sitting at 25.5. As I previously mentioned, the Vikings have one of the most dangerous offenses in the game, scoring 25 points per game, number 8. They've also racked up over 25.5 points in 8 of their last 12 games, including in 7 of their last 8 at U.S. Bank Stadium. That is going over. Pick the Vikings to score over 25.5 points.
And when they do that, they usually win. They are 8-1 straight up over their last 9 games.
Yes.
Give me the Vikings. I like that little prop bet there.
There it is.
Kurt Thuggins, Kirk Thuggins.
Kirko Chains.
Yes, got a little swag to
Yes, he
him
does.
this season. So give me the Vikings once again.
There it is.
They wouldn't do that to me 2 weeks in a row, would they?
Never.
Nah, they would.
Never.
All right, let's head on over or head out west to San Francisco, even though that's not where they play their games. They're taking on the Washington Commanders, and the 49ers are a 7-point favorite. That's a 3:05 kickoff on CBS.
Yeah. The Commanders had an opportunity to put themselves in a position to earn a playoff spot, but they struggled to create any offensive success. Well, that's been happening all year long, too, for Washington. They are a very, very sound football team on defense. They keep the scores low. They give Taylor Heineke a chance to win these games in that offense, and sometimes it works against a defense like the San Francisco 49ers. It's not going to work. I think the 49ers end up winning this game by 10, 49ers 27, Commanders 17.
Okay. Yeah, it's worked 7 times compared to not work 6.
Yes.
7 times, actually, because they're 7-6-1 overall with that tie against the Giants. You're not going to blame the officials like everybody else?
I do not. I think it's just the team that they are. They're a good team. They're a good team, just not as good as the San Francisco 49ers, especially going into San Fran or Santa Clara. The San Francisco 49ers are just a way better team. They are going to make Tyler Heineke push that ball down the field, and he's going to make mistakes.
They should win by 7. They really should. I usually don't like that in the NFL. I don't even feel good about a full touchdown favorite. But they really should. It's that time of this year.
Yeah.
And 49ers are playing for a lot more than the Commanders. Losing that game, the Commanders would have been over a 90% or 85% chance of making the playoffs, and now they're under like a 40% chance. So it's kind of bleak. They don't have as much.
And when you're against the wall like that, still fighting for a playoff, you're gonna make mistakes. I believe against a sound defense like San Francisco. My best bet of this game, Andy, is that the first half line right now is San Francisco's at 3.5 points. I think San Francisco gets out to a big lead in the first half. Covers at 3.5, and you're sitting there, sitting pretty in the first half.
You've been smacking those in games, and you've been posting a lot of that on Twitter. So I do invite people to start following the show, following you on Twitter, just for those, daily and weekly picks. They're free. They don't cost anything.
For sure.
What do you think of that over-under? 39.5. There's a lot of money pouring in on the under. You don't always see that in the NFL.
Yeah, I think it's just because these two teams aren't, supposed to score a whole bunch of points. I do believe
49ers do, though.
Yeah, I think it's a little low. Like I said, I think it's going to be close to 27-17, which puts it there, right around 44, which would go over. Yeah, I like the over.
I think I like the over as well, even though there's over 80% of the money is pouring in on that under. I think people just can't get over the fact that San Francisco is getting it done without a true starter at quarterback.
That's the whole thing.
Even towards the end there, they weren't giving Jimmy G the benefit of the doubt. Right. It's like, I get it. He doesn't light up the scoreboard. He doesn't make all these big-time passes.
But yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he has the arm strength to do it.
No, I mean, they have scored a lot of points with him at quarterback before.
Exactly.
But, I think that's way too low for this game. Most people are just thinking the 49ers are going to, pretty much shut out the Commanders. And
Heineke's got better numbers than that.
Yeah.
He's not elite either.
No.
But he can win.
I would steer towards the over, but I'm smacking that San Francisco -7 bet for sure.
All right. Let's wrap it up here with a divisional NFC East game. This one's going to be a lot of fun. Keep your eye on the injury report, though.
Yes.
Because we're getting all sorts of different things coming in on the Philadelphia Eagles quarterback as they run on out to Dallas, where the Dallas Cowboys are a 5-point favorite.
Yeah.
Even though Philadelphia has a much better record. This one's pretty wild. It's a 3:30 kickoff on Fox.
Yeah, the whole thing here, Andy, is of course that Jalen Hurts might not play this game.
Shoulder injury.
MVP, probably the lead for the MVP right now just because the Eagles have been so well, playing so well.
Yeah.
Dallas already ranks second in the NFL with 49.5 sacks this season and could bring a ton of pressure on Gardner Minshew if that is the case. The Cowboys also have posted the best pass defense in the NFL and logged 12 interceptions, so that could be bad for Gardner. The Cowboys will be aiming to avoid a season sweep against a divisional rival and are a 7-3 straight up in their last 10 against the Eagles. I think they do just enough to squeak this out, Andy, but the Eagles cover the 5.
I like the Eagles covering as well, and it's tough for me to say that because everyone's thinking that way or feeling that way, that Philadelphia's at least going to cover 5 points
I
here
think so.
in this game, regardless of who the quarterback is. And, Jalen Hurts still might play. They don't want to give this one up, even though they're clearly in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
They're 13-1 overall. Dallas is 10-4, coming off kind of an ugly loss.
Yes.
That was kind of goofy.
It was.
And that wasn't all the quarterback's fault either.
Yeah, but
Dak.
you're in the driver's seat. That's what happens. No, I get what you're saying here, Andy, but I think the Eagles have a good chance to win this game, even if Gardner is the quarterback.
Yeah.
I just think the Cowboys, maybe at home, might be able to pull this one off at the end. I still think the Eagles have a way, way better team than them.
Oh, yeah.
But for betting's sake, just give me those points, and I'm gonna be smiling.
46 over under. What do you like, real quick?
Yeah, I think I'm thinking under on this.
Really?
I am thinking under on this because I don't think the Cowboys are going to score a lot, and I don't think the Eagles are going to score a lot. So I'm sitting there 24-21. So it's right there. If I had to lean one way, it'd be the under.
I think that's a safe lean as well as that under, even though everyone's betting the over.
Of course.
Real men bet the overs,
They do.
I'm told.
They do.
It's a real nifty T-shirt. All right, let's take a quick minute to recognize one of our fabulous partners, and that is Play Action Pools, as they are revolutionizing group hosting platforms and make it your new spot. There's the horn, so we're right on time. Make it your new spot for all your football contest needs. Play today at playactionpools.com. Don't go anywhere. This is WTL.